Welcome to Winter Koi Diaries. Welcome to Windy Koi Diaries. And that's not me either. It's mega windy today. Like, mega. So my heat protection device has been blown on the floor. That one a minute. That's a bit odd. Look at the white spots on the end of the tail of the kahaki. While that's down, still a little bit red on the bottom there. Odd. I might do a couple of scrapes actually. Shiro is normally a good one to look at. That's a little bit more veiny than it normally is. Yeah, there's definitely a few little bumps and lumps there. Bit veiny, bit veiny. I think maybe a couple of scrapes are in order just to see, because I did have trick about a month ago and I didn't re-scrape after treating with PP. Red lump on its tail there, as well as them white blobs. A bit odd. Look at him, you can see out. You're happy. Quite warm today actually, 12-13 degrees, but windy as hell, if hell is windy. Very windy. Anyway, I didn't actually come out to film anything. I've come out to put that up, and I need to clean my bike ride day tomorrow. So I won't bore you with that. So I'll catch you soon when I'm doing some jobs. See you later. What an absolutely beautiful morning. Sun's out, no guns out. So the wind has died down now, thank goodness. Sunday today, so since it's so super sunny, I'll flap the covers back for a bit for them. I think there are no springs on the way. Look at it. Mental. So I'm going to do some water checks, and then I want to do a couple of scrapes. In fact, if I take this down, I'm not going to sit. I'll put my hand up there. Yeah, look, still a bit weird. And Frank's still got a couple of little blobby blobs. A mark on her peck as well. What is going on? And as I say, yesterday, the Shiro is always super veiny when there's something not quite right. So, some water checks, and then, if needed, a couple of scrapes. Weird. As I said, I did have trick in December at some point. I think I tweeted with PP twice actually, although I didn't have the camera to film any of that stuff, because I did a treatment and then it was near the start of December I think. And then something was up. I think I'd seen a few of them flashing, so I did another couple of scrapes and still had trick. So whether or not that's still lingering around, I don't know. That would maybe explain the red marks, but as always, it's easier to do water checks, isn't it, than start getting fish out. Is it still tidy? Yes. I'm just about to trash it all now to get all my water testing gear out. Let's have a look actually, yeah, it's a little bit wet up there still. Look at it, not good. So thanks to everyone's concern, I'm now researching fans. I thought it would be as simple as just getting a bathroom extractor fan. I didn't realise there was so many and lots of different power. So a bit more research needed, but I'm going to get one. God knows where I'm going to put it. Maybe over this side somewhere on the back wall, so it's out of sight. Probably that side actually would be better because I've got power on the back of the building. So I don't want any more wires and stuff here. Now I've got the ceiling up. It's a bit more tricky to get some cabling. Yeah, a bit more thought needed. So a bit more research on the old fan. I want to get one. I've got the square meterage of the room, and then I can hopefully, not that there's condensation everywhere, there's a little bit over there, and there's obviously that bit there above the shower. I mean, the water isn't massively above the air temperature. I know when I had the inside grow on years ago and I was heated all winter, 23, 24 degrees, the condensation in there was unbelievable. Everything was dripping. It's not nowhere near. There's just a few odd areas, but it's just literally just drilling a hole and then wiring it up. It's worth doing, isn't it? And having it on a timer or a humidity switch or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get my kits out and get some tests done. Just a quick thing while I'm waiting for everything to time. That's a HANA pH checker, it's a digital one. In fact, I've not calibrated that for a while, so it might need calibrating again. And I've just done, you can see that, a API liquid test as well. And it is slowly going down, but it's very slow. Now, there's been a lot of talk on the internet recently about blue lab monitors and false readings, and people have been losing fish, and the importance of checking and calibrating it. Same could be said with this. I know you have to, there is a solution that you get with it and you can buy. I probably might even have some in there still. I've still got some. I don't even know, I can't remember what it is. There's instructions that come with it, obviously, to get it, make sure so it's calibrated correctly. But 8.5 I thought was reasonably high, which is what I had in my last reading. pH 8.5, which is still around about that. But when I do the liquid test, it's actually coming out at sort of between 8 and 8.2, which is normally where I'd expect it, maybe 8.2, which is for me and my pond and my situation here, 8.2, getting the light, is where it should be for me. So yeah, maybe I'll need to recalibrate the HANA pH digital thing. And in fact, I'm not sure if I'm massively a fan of that. The reason I went with the digital kits was because, if you remember rightly, I'm colourblind, but I'm not colourblind to the point of I can't see colours. I just mix close stuff up. The ammonia scale on here, I'm rubbish with. I can't do it. The girls always have to do it. Well, girl now, because the other one's gone to uni. But plus there's quite a big jump between, I mean, 0.25 to 0.5. There's a bit of a big jump there, and obviously the colours all look very similar. So I never knew where I was at. So I just went and got all of the kits with the pH one as well. But I'm not so keen on that because it needs calibrating more often than not. More a fan of the pH test kit, the liquid one. So anyway, yeah, I'm just waiting for this to tick down. 7 minutes on that, then I'm going to do that. And guess what? I did forget to order, or I didn't order, the chlorine test kit powder. So I've got a DPD4. I might chuck that in some in a tube just to see. I've got a box of them still somewhere. Why did I forget that? I knew I'd forget that. In fact, I went in and looked and thought, right, I need to make up an order because I'm not just ordering one of them and paying like £5 delivery from wherever I get it from. And then that's it. I think I just shut my laptop and was done with it. There you go. Anyway, I'll come back when everything else is done. So I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. On an absolutely ridiculous Monday morning. I can't remember what I filmed yesterday. I said I was going to do some scrapes. Did I do a scrape? I did one scrape. And then I was running out of time. I was going out on a bike ride. So, I can't what fish did I scrape? I can't even remember. Oh, the little, few years back, by a kahaku. Not this year, last year's growing show, the one that I've got a few years old. Couldn't find anything on that scrape. But I do want to get the Shiro out. This is going to be fun. Because that's quite veiny. And there's a bit of a red blob by its tail, so just want a quick closer look. There's definitely something lingering in here, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Water tests yesterday, can't remember whether I filmed it, were all fine, so it's not the water, so there's definitely something with the fish possibly. But as I say, the trick that I had last year, whether or not that's still in here somewhere, caused me a couple of issues, I don't know. Just want a quite closer look at that Shiro, definitely. I don't know whether we're going to just keep scraping until I find something, because that's what I want, I don't know. But you know when just something's not quite right, especially with the red mark on the bottom of Chubb's there. But anyway, the Shiro doesn't like being netted, so this is going to be an absolute nightmare. But, you know, we're in it for the win. Right, let's get him out. He's an angry one. Unbelievable. Straight in. And obviously I'm not going to, because I'm scraping, I'm not going to sedate the fish, so he's going to be a bit leery. So when I take the net off the top, I'm going to put the camera down. Doesn't look as bad today. Yeah, there's a weird mark on the back there. No, he is veiny, yeah, look. And there's a odd mark there. Anyway, I'm going to scrape it, get him back because he's an angry beast. Yeah, I'm going to put the camera down. I don't need the hassle of him jumping out. Right, I'll be back in a bit, hopefully with a... Do I want to find something or don't I want to find something? I'll be back with the scrape results. Oh, so cold. Absolutely zero on that scrape, nothing. Not even anything dead or not looking right, it all looked good. Maybe the only other thing can't be my carbon again, surely. I only changed that like a month, 6 weeks ago. This is some kind of weird bacterial problem. Just doesn't make sense when, you know, something's not quite right, but what is it? There's no flashing, just I suppose a few red marks on a fish. Not parasites, could be bacterial. Yeah. There's no strange behaviour. It's just literally looking at the fish is the tail and the red marks. A bit veiny. Oh well, I think I'll just leave them be for a bit. Just keep me on them like, you know, you should be doing, rather than shotgunning treatments. Chuck a bit of food in, see if they come up. They're not off eating. Oh, I don't know. The odd. Anyway, I think we're going to shut this lot up. And I'm going to have a measure up and order the roof for this and some fascia board to cover it, so I need to take some measurements of the height, and then obviously the notes I'd made on my phone, ridiculously, when I had a bit of a tidy up, I deleted it. So I just need to double check their measurements, not double check, get them, because it's blowing an absolute hoolie. The temporary cover that I've got had a bit of a meltdown earlier, and I've had to make a ridiculous wind managed to get under the side basically and shifted a load of the rocks up there, because it's been mega windy, sort of gusting 40 odd miles an hour. I'm going to have a bash as well. I was looking at the fence earlier, obviously you can see that one needs sorting, but down at this end was flapping in the breeze as well, so I'm going to dig a hole. There we go. So dig a hole and get some cement in there, or concrete. That one alright. That's a bit wobbly probably, and that one's alright. That one, joys. All of them really. I'm going to have a bash at that for a couple of days, I think. Bit of dig and keep me warm while I'm out here. Right. Catch you later. It's ridiculous today. Hello, welcome to the floor. So I'm going to have a go, like I said last week, this could go horribly wrong, but put a permanent support in on the return pipes from the shower, because we're still propped up with a bit of wood. So what the plan is, so I've got some of these clamps that fit around the, I'm going to fit round like that. Then I've got myself some threaded bar, and then a bit to screw to the floor. Well, that's what it'll look like, that end. Needs all cutting. That's the plan. So I'm going to start this end, because this is the end really that I need more support on, because these are full of water, so they're going to be quite heavy, and I don't want it popping and pulling the two spigots off, the rubber boots off the spigots, should I say. This could go completely horribly wrong, but I've got to do it. So I've got 4 to put on. I'm going to put 3 on this one, and then 1 on that one. But yeah, definitely going to start this end. I'm probably going to put maybe 1 on this small bit here, 1 there, maybe 1 here, and then 1 on that one there in the middle. Obviously there's support from the wall side because it's in the wall, and it's strong enough. It's just this end, God knows how much it weighs. It's going to weigh a bit because there's quite a bit of water in there. It's got to be 2 meters of pipe this side, and then metre and a bit of pipe there full of water, so it's going to be heavy. So yes, awesome. I'm going to screw these floor plates down. We're going to mark the holes, get the size of everything set up, and then I can just swing it into place like that, and then just go on the floor and then put the fixings in to hold it in. So shouldn't be too difficult, but this is me, and this is Mr. I like to make a mountain out of a molehill. And I won't lie, I'm going to be scared taking the bit of wood out, because that has been supporting it for a while with no issue. So taking the wood out and then leaving it to support it on this is going to be a little bit scary. Anyway, stand around here looking at it. I've got to start doing it, haven't I? Right, let's get some measurements and some markings done. We'll crack on. I'm smiling. That can only be a good thing, and I'm dry. That's the second good thing, because there's not a ton of water from something spilling out. So the first one's in. Not particularly easy drilling into this floor, and luckily I've got the right size SDS drill bit. That will prove a bit easier. So there we go. Look, it's level. So yeah, so all I did was took the outside edge of the 4-inch pipe down with my level like that, and then measured in fact it's all disappeared now, probably under dust. Basically took it down with a level, the outside of the edge of the pipe, then measured 4 inches across, and then obviously just centered the floor plate part. Then I cut the threaded rebar slightly too big, so I had a bit to play with, and then took off literally about 4 threads or so to make it bob on, and then just clamped it round with the old, I think they're called Munson clamps or something like that. I'll put a link, there's bound to be someone asked, but I'll put a link to in the description of what they're called and where I got them. I got them from eBay. I think it was about 2 or 3 quid each. And then tightened it down. So I'm going to put another one probably here, and for aesthetics probably going to put, oh, I won't put it that side, that won't fit. That one probably there, and then one on the outside here, and then another one a bit further along, probably here, and all of that. Then I'll take the wood out. Yes! In fact, yeah, I'm probably going to do this side first, and then hopefully I can squeeze that one in. Yeah. No one will know until I take it out whether it's actually strong enough. Yeah, the joy. As long as I've got one on each side, I think I'll be fine. But I won't know. I'll probably have 2 on the outside and 1 on the inside one, and then knock it out. Should be good though. I'm confident. Ish. Anyway, right, 1 down. 3 more to go. Catch you in a bit. Remember, measure once, cut 5 times. Welcome back. I'm smiling Not completely done yet. So I've got all 4 supports in. Nearly had a disaster. The drill got stuck and I wasn't holding it properly, and it swung round and knocked the wooden support. Not completely out, but that was on that when I was fitting the back one to this one there, and it knocked it. But I suppose the big test now is to knock the bit of wood out. What's going to happen? Should be fine. We'll see. Right, so let me grab a hammer, set the camera up, and then pick anything that's electrical up off the floor, just in case of an emergency, because I've got that down there. We'll see how we go. Wish me luck. Here we go. I'm a bit scared, but it should be fine. It's rock hard. Should be all right. What do we think? Don't know how I'm going to, if it does pop off, what the hell I'm going to do. Yeah! I'm still scared. Oh, but rock solid! Yes! Whoop, whoop. Oh my god, I'm well happy. No dramas. I thought the most annoying thing about that little job was, it's taken a few hours, is clearing the holes out, the holes on the floor, dust. I had the hoover in, but because I'd used 80mm fixings, I needed to drill down. I only had an 80mm drill bit, so it was always full of junk in the bottom. So I got there in the end. That was just frustrating. I'm going to celebrate now, a cup of tea. In fact, it's probably going to wrap the video up now. I'm not sure what I filmed and what I've been rambling about this week, but talking about the red saw on the shag, weren't we? And the veiny Shiro with negative scrapes. Nothing found, so that's good. So I'm thinking maybe bacterial. So I've put in some Virkon or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but antibacterial stuff just to lower the bacteria count within the pond. I could have used CT as well, same kind of stuff. So it's going to again literally keep an eye on it. It's still quite veiny, the Shiro, so God knows what. But I've probably scraped over half the amount of fish in here over the last week and found zero. It's still looking a bit stressed. I've ordered, actually, I got my ass into gear last night and I've ordered me chlorine reagents just in case, and as a precaution anyway, I actually put some sodium thiosulfate in just if there was any chlorine in the water to nuke it. I've ordered my test kit now. Didn't see anything on the DPD4. So other than a couple of odd red marks and a bit rainy on the veiny on the Shiro, don't know whether I should take that. Still not completely through winter yet, are we? We're now very start of Feb, so we've still got a good few months of horrible cold weather yet. I'm still not sure what that is on the Kahaku's tail. Don't know if you can even see that. Let's have a look in there. And white blobs on the end, look. Odd. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Weird. So anyway, that's the end of this week's video. Thanks for watching my rubbish ramblings about DIY knowledge, or my lack of knowledge. Next week's video, I should have a big delivery today, a very expensive big delivery. I've had part of it. Some fascia boards, and the green roof is arriving today for the filter house. Obviously nothing's ever easy. I'm going to have a few issues here, I know I am. So gap, there's hardly any gap here to put the fascia board in and get it tacked in, so I might have to leave this back edge until I do something with the roof. That might mean taking the majority of the roof down over the pond. I don't want to have to do that, but possibly might have to. Some new waterproofing, so it should look good. Haven't worked it all out yet, but I'll work it out when it gets there. The joys. At least it's not windy anymore, because it's been absolutely ridiculous like most of the UK this week with the wind, so I wouldn't have wanted to go up there if it was super windy. So that'll be here tomorrow, today. I might even start, well I will start that tomorrow, because I'll have to get the live stuff laid. I'm not sure how long it can be left rolled up for, I'll have to check that. But anyway, so that's tomorrow's job, so that'll be next week's video. Should be looking sweet, hopefully, probably with loads of issues. But catch me next week, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Still standing, yeah!